Hey guys, it's the Azak70 here, and today I am going to be showing you how to tune your guitar. Alright, so most guitars come in a configuration of E, A, D, G, B, and E again. The top E, or the 6th string, is a low E. The highest string, or your 1st string, is high E. Alright, so I was just showing the difference between the two strings there. Now let's zoom in and let's actually first, before we zoom in, we're going to zoom in over here to get you guys familiar with the headstock of the guitar. Alright, so this is the guitar headstock. There, as you can see, there are 6 tuning pegs found along the guitar head. The tuning pegs, what they do is, well, obviously, it's so you can tune your guitar. Each tuning peg correlates with one string. This top one, or technically the bottom one, correlates with the low E string. And then, this second one, A, and then D, and then we get to a G, B, and high E. Alright, so now we're going to move on over to the 5th fret. Alright, so let's zoom in a little bit so you can see it a little better. Alright, so now you can see the 5th fret right there. This is our 5th fret. Okay, so now let's check if your low E string is in tune. To do that, I know mine is already in tune. And I will just play a note for you guys and you try to match it using that tuning peg, the low E, the very first tuning peg, this one right here. It's closest to the nut right here. So you're going to use this one and you're going to move it back and forth, or in what direction you need to move it in, to try to match what tone I have. Okay, hopefully you guys took some time to rewind the video, or keep pausing it, or just rewinding it until you can get that in perfect pitch. Once you have matched your E string with my E string, we will move on to tuning the A string. Alright, so the A string is fairly simple to tune. All we're going to do is we're going to take our index finger and put it on the 5th fret of the E string. Then we're going to play it and play the A string, the open A string with the 5th fret of the E. They should sound similar, or they should sound the same. When you play both notes, they should be the exact same note. But let's say they're not. Let's say it's like this. Hear the difference? It's because your A string is too high. It could also be too low sometimes too. So to correct for it, we're going to go over to our tuning pegs. We're going to play both notes. And we're going to turn it until it sounds exactly the same, just like that. Okay, now we're going to move on to the D string. So, take our finger, put it on the 5th of the A, play the open D and the 5th fret of the A string. They should sound the same. If they don't, you need to tune it until you get it correct. Alright, on to the G string. 5th fret on the D, open G. Mine sounds a little out of tune, so let me correct that real quick by taking the G tuner peg, is this one right here. Alright, sounds good to me. Now, here's the tricky one. This is the one you have to remember. The B string is a little different to tune. So we have our 5th fret here, but instead of doing the 5th, we're going to actually go to the 4th of the G string, and then play the open B with it. So instead of the 5th of the G, we are going to the 4th of the G. and we're going to play that open with the B string. Or we're going to play the 5th or the 4th of the G string open with a B string. They should harmonize. If they do not sound the same, correct it with your B string tuner, which is the middle one on the lower half. And finally, to get the high E string in tune, we're going to go back to the 5th fret of the B string. So we're back to our 5th fret now. Alright, and if those don't sound the same, please correct it right now. Pause the video if you need to. And that is it for tuning, guys. And by the way, there are alternative tunings. Alternate tunings, I'm sorry about that. Like, there's special ones like drop D, which sounds like this. Drop D is very useful in lots of power ballads and heavier music, like metal uses it a lot, because it's a lot easier. It gives you that lower sound where you can do lower power chords like normally. Like the highest power chord you could do is this power chord, but now you can do this power chord. So it's 2 steps lower than average E, because this is where E would normally be, or this is actually where E is now. Alright guys, so now I've taught you about your one alternate tuning. I'm not going to go into detail about any other alternate tunings because they can kind of be, take quite a bit of time to think about. Guys, when you're done tuning your guitar, to make sure it is in tune, I'll zoom out real quick here. Let's make sure it's in tune real quick by playing a few chords, and let's hear how they sound. So we're going to play an E major. If you do not know how to do that, I can show you real quick. So we're going to take, it requires 3 fingers, which are these 3 right here. You're going to take your middle finger, and you're going to put it on the A string 2nd fret, then take your ring finger, put it D string 2nd fret, then take your index finger, put it G string 1st fret, and play all of those string, the rest, play every string. It should sound like that. If you get anything that sounds different or any strings that sound like they're flat, like let's say it sounds like this. You're going to want to listen, play each string individually. You'll hear which string is wrong and tune that string correctly. Alright, that's really all we need to do. We just need one big open all string chord. Alright guys, that is it for my video. Please do all that commenting, do all that rating, do all that subscribing. You know, I plan to make many more videos for you guys. And I just really hope you enjoyed it and keep coming back. I really appreciate the support. You guys don't know how much this means to me. I'm doing this for you guys because I want people to be able to learn guitar. I just think it's a skill everyone should know. I mean, guitars are amazing instruments. can use them for so many different kinds of music. I mean, they're just probably one of the best instruments out there. But that's all I've got for you guys today. So, this is Azek70, and I'll see you guys later.